Good morning. Good morning. And the news today is that my peonies in the garden just bloomed. It is so beautiful. If I could show you, it's like light pink. I always wait for that moment of the season, and then it's so heavy that they fall on the floor, on the ground. Okay, it's Wednesday. It's your day. If you want to join me live, there is a link in the description. I'm going to also put it in the comments. If you're on Instagram, you'll have to join me on Facebook or LinkedIn or YouTube. And you can come to me and ask me any question about the book. You also, and then we're going to welcome very soon our friend Brenda, who's just here with me backstage. So we can be up to 15 people on my StreamYard, right? So if you feel the pull to come and talk about the book, even though you haven't read the full book, it's okay. Like, don't put any judgment on this. And also, if you have any question about your own marketing, your own offers, your own business, come and ask them. I'm more than happy. It's a space for you where you can access me. Like a lot of you, I'm like, come to me during the day. I want to pick your brain. Well, that's what I do for a living. You pick my brain. So I'm offering during this season of the book, spots as part of the live where you can pick my brain for free. So come and join me. And then I wanted to tell you, and Brenda, I see you. Hello. I'll bring you on screen in a minute because Brenda, you're going to pick what we're going to read today. But I want to tell you quickly, in case you haven't seen, that until Friday, so the solstice is Thursday at midnight, I believe. So last weekend, I had a kind of an epiphany that I wanted to give you an opportunity to get things done for the next 6 months. And I opened 3 VIP days for 3 people, whether it's virtual, we can do it online or in person. So what is a VIP day? It's a full day from 10 to 5 where you and I sit down and tackle whatever you want to tackle. So maybe it's your business plan, maybe it's your visibility plan, maybe it's the new offer you want to set up, maybe it's something you want to revamp. So what do you want to do in the next 90 days up to the end of the year? So that's for that. So I just did my a VIP day for me last week. It was so potent that I'm like, okay, I'm going to offer that because it's, it takes to stop everything to focus on one thing so that you can restart very strong. So that's what it is. So it's until the offer is on the table until Friday. So all you have to do is DM me VIP. So not only we meet for one day, but then there is a follow-up of 90 minutes, 2 follow-ups after. So that I keep an eye on you so that you implement everything we put in place during that VIP day. So VIP is what you need to DM me if you want to have more information about it. It can be online or it can be in person. That said, I'm going to bring our friend Brenda on stage and I'm going to turn the phone so that you guys on Instagram can see and hear us. Can you see and hear us if I do this? I think you can. And then Brenda, are you ready? Hello, hello. Yes. So happy to see you, Brenda. Can you hear me good?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Far away.
Oh, okay.
Can you come closer from a
Yep.
mic or
Is this okay?
it's okay, but it's a little like far. Maybe it's my volume. Give me a sec. Maybe that's me. Yeah, it might be me.
Okay. When it's tech, I always think it's me. So if
Oh,
it's me,
good.
it'd be
No,
awesome.
I think we're good. Good
Okay.
morning.
Hi.
How are you?
Out of my element.
Oh yeah.
I
Woohoo. Can we
know. I'm not a morning person by nature, and especially having a chat like this. So bear with me.
Well, I want to celebrate you because you said yes and you said I'm going to show up. So, it's a muscle, right? It's a muscle. And you've been practicing it, I've been watching. So, congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks. I'm trying. That's
You're not trying, actually, Brenda. You are doing it.
good point.
You are.
I am.
So, because you're here, I asked my guests to pick a page, and then I'm gonna do a little read. Then we can have a conversation. Then, if you have any question about your marketing or your business, you can ask it to me. You can ask me. So, any number page that you want me to read, you pick and choose.
75.
All right.
It's like the price is right.
75. So we are actually in the section that is about it's an exercise. So I'm just gonna kind of go back to a paragraph that makes sense.
Yeah.
Um, okay. Women entrepreneurs who are in my world mimic me not because they want to be like me, but because they come to know the power of their ideas. They get so aware of the potency of an idea that they want to learn and embody what it takes to change the way they think, feel, behave, and create their future in alignment with this idea, which becomes palpable online energetically. They learn to dream big and get massive results. If you want more time, more money, more clients, more impact, it starts with working on yourself, with which automatically improves your visibility online and your sales ability. Be warned, you may fall in love with promoting yourself and asking for the sale because when you're aligned, you don't judge yourself anymore or what other things of you think of you. The magic happens when you are able to draw a clear vision for yourself. Work on visualizing your life if you dedicate the next what? Okay, work on visualizing. I'm not completely awake. Work on visualizing your life. If you dedicate the next 365 days to showing up differently. So, what if you show up differently? What does your life 1 year from now look like? Let's take a second here. What happened in your business if you start focusing on your vision? How do you feel when you show up online and share what you stand for in 1 year? What about sharing testimonials that convey how good you are at what you do? What are you with? Who are you with that? What? There is a mistake here. Who are you with that supports you? Yeah, there is a thing here. That's cool. 70 page 75. If I ever republish it, I haven't seen this one. How much revenue did you generate in 1 year? Where do you love to spend time on? What kind of content are you focusing on in 1 year? And what kind of reception is it getting? So when you get some answers, feel these answers in your body. See yourself in the reality you created 1 year from now. Once you have visualized these answers, I want you to write to someone close to you as if it has been a year and tell them about the shifts that happen internally and externally. So I give an example of writing the letter. Dear, so for me, I think I said that in the book. I always send a letter to my grandmother
Yes.
who passed. And I said, Dear Mimi, I can't wait to share all the things that have happened this year with you. It's truly remarkable. I have been working on, and then there's a blank. People love my post about blank. I am becoming more confident in blank. I know I offer people value because blank. I can feel my business expanding because blank. I finally know my message of is finding the right people. My biggest accomplishment this year personally has been blank, which has impacted my business by blank. I will keep focusing on blank. So those are just little ideas because sometimes our mind is so doing everything so that we don't see what we're capable of that you need some kind of cue to help you put you on the road. So once you have your vision, remind yourself of your mission to make it alive. For example, my mission is to amplify women's visibility online and in words. One post, one video, one belief at a time, from a place of peace and joy. And all of my ideas line up with this mission. A good example is now with you. I'm like inviting you to come online. It's you say it's a little uncomfortable, but I'm helping you to feel comfortable to hang out with me. So it's a line. And what bridge do you need to build to make your vision a reality aligned with your mission? So the most common answer to this question is a plan of action, a business strategy, or to show up online. All of that is true, but first you have to show up being yourself. Your ideas and values will dictate who you need to be and become in order to create the reality you imagine for yourself and your business. So Brenda, I'm going to bridge here to you. What is your mission in your business? Like introduce yourself, your business, who you serve, and your mission.
Okay.
Welcome.
All right. So thank you. Thanks for offering me this opportunity. I really appreciate it. I'm willing to get up super early to do something like this.
I know you're brave. Like the women who came with me on mornings, I'm like, those ladies are rock stars. They got up early.
This you were generous to offer me some of your time, so I was like, if she's gonna do that, then I'm gonna show up. So thank you. My name is Brenda St. Germain, and my business is called Bits and Bites by Brenda. And it is one of my passions, but a very big passion of mine is food and teaching people sort of the basic human need, really, of sustaining ourselves with food and demystifying the whole notion of shopping and cooking and nourishing ourselves, and just making it more accessible and less intimidating. So my mission is not to cook for people. It never has been, even though I went through chef school and I love to cook. My mission is to teach people how to cook for themselves.
Yes.
Oh, that's what I like to do, and I am so far online sharing, just because I love it, some tips and tricks and things that I cook, and how I shop, and I'm trying to help people right now as well, with sort of one of my natural kind of superpowers that comes to me, I think, through my lineage. It's almost in my blood, but the whole notion of shopping on a budget and being able to spot a good deal and know what a good deal is.
Yeah, and if you look at Brenda's post, you're like, she goes to the grocery store, then she's like capturing all the good deals, and I love it. Like, it has to be something, a passion of yours, because, like, I'm like, I don't even see those things as much when I myself go. I feel like they're everywhere, but you're so good at, like, this is the one you should look at this week. And oh, we have Norche. Norche is here with us, Brenda.
Good
Love
morning.
Brenda's page and post. Here we go. You have a fan.
Woohoo! You're right. People are watching. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, I like to just go into the store because people say to me all the time, how do you see these things? I'm in the store as much as you are. Well, maybe not quite as much because I love it. But I don't see them. And, I joke around and say it's like a moth to a flame. I mean, if they're there, I'll go right to them. But I know where to look, and I know sort of the typical things that are marked down. I mean, most of the time it's perishable food. but not always. And another big part of this is how much I hate food waste, because if we don't buy that food and use it, a lot of the time the reality is that it is going to be wasted. So that hurts my heart. So I'll go to the yard sale cart, as my husband used to call it, and kind of see what's there and what looks viable and what you should leave behind, and even give people some ideas of what they can do with it.
Yeah. What is, one of the impact that you've noticed since you started your business of someone came to you and say, oh my God, because of the work you do, it changed something, or now they do things different? Like what do you hear from your customers or even people in your audience who are benefiting from, what you do?
I think some of the feedback that I'm getting so far, because most of my interactions so far have been online, and I do have, some followers who do interact with me, and I'm hoping to generate more of that. Like, I love the discussion that we have, where people, feel free to ask questions or share experiences and things. But I get these aha moments where, people are like, you just see them kind of go poof, like, wow, you can do that. So, because I don't cook necessarily with recipes, I use them as guidelines and for inspiration, obviously, but I don't marry myself to them, because that's when the stress starts for me anyway. I know it's the opposite for a lot of people, but that's why I'm here to help. Um, and when people are just sort of amazed that you can put this with this and you can use this up by doing this. And I like that aha light bulb moment where people, there's just a bit of a switch, a flip of the switch. And I think they start to relax a little more and see that they can play around and just be creative, and the world's not going to end. They're gonna become good.
So, Brenda, does that mean that your services are on like, so you go with people, or you like, tell us more about the services you offer. How does it work if I want to work with you?
Okay. Well, okay. So here's the thing. I don't. I haven't had any services yet, but I'm getting ready to offer my first service. So far, I've just been practicing online, trying a bunch of different things, kind of seeing what sticks, what I enjoy, what people seem to relate to. And I really want to start, getting out there in a way that I'm comfy with to begin, but not too comfy. And
Yeah, exactly.
right. And but being realistic. And so yeah, I really want to be able to launch my first offer soon, and that's what I'm in the midst of trying to work out, and that's why I'm here this morning.
Oh my God. Okay, I love it. So, I love it. So, what do you need help with today? And in the time we have,
Yep.
I told you I'll do my best to, it's not about telling you what to do. This is not what I do, but, by conversation, I find what happens is like you get breakthroughs or clarity, and then you'll be like, oh, okay, that's what I want to do. So, how can I help you today?
I need help probably in the same way I think a lot of people do in figuring out, and I'm a little bit hesitant to discuss this super openly online, but I think we'll figure it out as we go, because
Yeah.
like you, I'm an open person, and I kind of wear it on my sleeve, but um, I want to offer a grocery shopping service that I do. That's not, like the Instacarts and the all the grocery store chains and what they do, which is kind of like a big machine that operates through an app. Um, I want to offer a more personalized service that kind of gets back to the root of things, and just simplify it and make it a lot more personal, and give the added value of my experience and expertise.
Love
because
it.
I'll tell you, I hear a lot of stories from people who for various reasons, will purchase the service of having their groceries shopped for, but aren't necessarily happy with the results, or there's some breakdown in communication or something. So, I want to be able to either shop, well, I'll do both. I want to shop for people, and I also want to shop with people. So I want to
Okay.
be able to offer both of those. And I'm trying to figure out how to price that, because I'm not seeing, and I don't know if it's just me, but I'm not seeing a lot of people doing exactly what it is that I'm trying to do. Because people say, go look and see what other people are doing and get examples. And for the life of me, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I'm onto something here. So, but those services, the whole approach is to kind of, it's a huge money making conglomerate, so they offer them very, very, at a steep discount. But I also feel like, most of the time, the people that are working, at the end of the line, are maybe people that don't even know how to cook, right? So I want to figure out how to, um, be, compensated and make a living with my business, and offer my expertise and be compensated fairly for it.
Yeah, yeah, of course. That's how you do business. Okay. Uh, Not she already has ideas for you. She's like, love this supermarket tours with Brenda.
Pretty
That could
much.
be, well, you know what? That could be kind of an opportunity for you to get known, and why not? Yeah, I love it. Thank you, Norche. Keep going. So, what part? I just want to get some clarity, Brenda. What part of the service? So, from what I understand, you have the part where you help people do their grocery shopping. So, either you do it for them, or you provide them kind of a list, and then they do it, or is it? Am I? And then the second part is like the cooking part. So, do you want to include both? Like, I help you with your grocery shopping, plus how to use your grocery during the week in your meals? Can you bring clarification? What would be an ideal day in Brenda's planet, on Brenda's planet?
For
Bring me.
now, yeah, thanks. For now, my ideal day is to spend my time at the grocery stores. So I do want to get to the point, I think. I'm still working a lot of things out, but I'm no longer letting that stop me from beginning. So I will, I think, move into the cooking part of things. But for now, I really want to start with the shopping aspect. However, just by doing that, it will encompass a bit of a discussion with clients about what their tastes are, what their preferences are, what they typically cook, what they would need for that. So, some of it I'm going to figure out as I go, and it'll be sort of based on an introductory call with the client to discover some of these things. But no, for now, I literally want to have a phone call and get a list from the client, or make one up together, and just go to the store with a grocery list.
On your own, right? And then you bring back to them. Okay.
At this point,
Yeah.
I want to have it picked up at the grocery store.
By
So I
them.
by them. So just like they do now, right? But just with me. So I will do the shopping, and get everything ready to be taken home. And I just want, yeah, I want the clients to meet me there and get their groceries, and then I will move on to the next client.
Okay.
Or if clients want to shop with me, and learn a lot as they go, and be entertained by my goofy sense of humor and, and things like that, then I will also be offering that service where it's like a shopping companion. Because I do see a lot of people in the stores that look like they could use some guidance. And I often see people, some elderly people, people that are maybe physically, um, have some challenges getting around some of these bigger stores that really look like they could use, a bit of assistance. I've helped people just by hanging out in there and spending so much time there, find things and give people options. And I just love chatting with people while I'm there about what we're doing.
I
So
love it. I love it. Okay. Well, okay. So I have a bunch of things that are coming to my mind because I see. So you're talking about the elderly senior people who do their groceries, and I directly went through my to my mother-in-law. She's in Quebec, but she has someone who does what you do for her, but not the goal is not about the health or anything. It's like she just gets what she has her, right? For you, there is more holistic approach from what I understand, right? It's not just a grocery list for a grocery list. You want to make sure that the person gets the food that is good for them, that they're like, that really match what they're looking for right now in their life. So yeah, okay.
I
So
mean, I'll get what they want,
yeah,
but I will offer up maybe some better solutions for them to mull over.
yeah. So those people, where do they hang out? Where, like, because I see you, and even people who are professionals or people who are, I'm thinking of people who are into fitness, and even me, my example, I just went back to a fitness coach this week, and I'm like, okay, I want to tweak some of my food, but I don't really have time right now to go, and I used to be that person in the grocery store, look at all the things that are available. So I could come to you and say, hey, Brenda, I'm on this journey right now with my food. I'm looking for that type of food because I want to do this and this and that, and I want to feel this and this and that. Can you help me? Maybe for 4 weeks, you do my grocery and you help me find the best products that do exactly what I'm looking for. Would that be something like that?
Kind of, but I'm really, my approach is not really like anything to do with food fads or
Oh, no,
trends.
no, 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 no. But for example, right now it's season of fresh veggies from the market,
Okay,
right?
yeah.
I don't go to the market every week, for example. So would you be the one who tell me, well, right now the market, this is the season for all the red fruit? Like I don't. I'm just trying to make sure I understand what you're ready to do, so that I can give you the best guidance.
Well, yeah. I mean, just to give you a little bit of understanding of where I come from.
Yes.
A bit like you. I grew up in a rural area of New Brunswick. Okay, so we were 10 miles from the nearest grocery store. So, and it was like a lower middle class family, 6 children. So my parents grew a huge vegetable garden, and we ate that all year round. So we did go grocery shopping, but it wasn't on a whim, and it wasn't because, oh, I just feel like having this for dinner or I'm missing one thing. It was, we're going to eat what we have, we're going to figure it out. We're going to plan so that when we do go to the grocery store once a week or once every 2 weeks, we're making the most of that time and the most of our money. And that's the approach that I'm going to just naturally take with people. That's how I shop.
I love it.
So it's gonna, and it's so that naturally leads to, yeah, what's in season right now. And out of the two stores that I'm going to start offering at the beginning, I'll know which stores have the better deal on that. Like, last night I got asparagus at the superstore because it was a better deal there this week, and I want to eat my asparagus while it's from Canada, so I'm eating a lot of it right now.
Okay, I love it. So this is where we're touching where your offer is starting to differentiate itself, because you're touching some values here. It's not just doing grocery for going grocery. It's in season stuff.
Mhm.
It's stopping the waste of food. And I'm sure there are so many people like who waste stuff in their fridge every week, and they don't feel good about it, and they wish they stop wasting food in their fridge at the end of the week. So Brenda could help you with this as well, making sure that whatever comes in the house is something that you can use in the next 1 or 2 weeks. And so there is, you see how you're stretching some values around the environment, around you know um, going back to the roots
Yep.
of eating from the farm. So I would, whenever you're doing your offer, or when you're talking about your services, making sure that this is on paper somewhere. Like, it's not just doing your groceries, and then it's a money management as well, right?
Mhm.
Like, so you're touching three mega topics: money, environment, and then consumer, how you say that, consumerism, like an end to this, like buying and having things to be wasted, right? So I love this. So in and I'm talking more about your marketing here, like, to have some key data around that. Do you know that in Canada, or even if you have data for New Brunswick, right, how much food goes away, how much goes how much food goes to the garbage, right? Or starting to hear how people talk about this as well around you. Like, I personally don't like when everything is rotten in the back drawer of my fridge, and I'm like, there is a sense of guilt, which I don't need to have a sense of guilt, but that's what comes in. It's how can I do it better? And so I think it's something that you're going to bring to the table. You're going to help people not only to pick the best food for them, but the best deals, but also you're going to help them to not waste the food so that they feel better at the end of the week. Am I getting
Yeah.
closer to you?
I want, like, the approach that I take is the approach that I'm going to teach. So it's quite like last night. I used up the end of a dip that I made last week and just repurposed it in a new way, and it's now gone. I didn't waste it, but I had it as a dip last week, and this week it was like my pasta sauce with a good deal on broccoli I got at Sobeys. So, yeah.
Question. So that part where you teach people, is that part of your service or not?
Um, well, it's going to be.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
So, okay. So I think now I better understand where you're going with this. So tell me, I want you to visualize with me, like, bring me there. Don't tell me I want to do this. I just want you to. So today I want to see my client. Like, bring me to that person. What do you do with that person today or this week? Tell me the full process. And, like, if you're doing it, present tense.
Um, Pantry and kitchen management, basically.
So tell
So,
me exactly, like, show me, like, bring me. If I close my eyes, you can even close your eyes. We're going there with that person. I just want you to visualize exactly what you're doing.
all right.
You can close your
So,
eyes if you want, if that helps.
say it were you. I would either come to
I
your.
am. I am.
Okay, I am coming to your house, either virtually or in person, however we can work it out. And I am going to do sort
So
of
we're
an.
gonna choose. We're gonna choose today because we are in the present. We're doing it. We are already doing it.
Okay,
Are you
then
coming? Are you coming to me?
I'm coming.
All right. You're coming to me. Okay.
I am coming to your kitchen, and I'm going to do with you an audit and an assessment of what you have. And we're going to talk about what you eat, what you like, how much you like to cook or not, what sorts of things you turn to eat when and why. And we're going to start going through things: your refrigerator, your freezer, your pantry, your cupboards, anywhere there's anything edible, and just do an assessment to see if it makes any sense, if it works together, how much of it is expired, and what that means in terms of food waste. And then we're going to talk about sort of the goals that you have, and I'm going to help you figure out how to get there using up what you have and supplementing it. with guidelines and like really easy recipe ideas.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long? So how much do you charge me for the audit and the prescription? You're a doctor of the kitchen.
Yeah. I don't know yet.
You know, you're just scared. It's normal. You know. So what does your body tells you right now that would feel okay to you? It could be anything. It could be $5, $1 million. It's Brenda coming to your kitchen. It's really about you feeling, what you're ready to go, and your body is gonna tell you no at some point. Like this is where you have to learn to play with money in terms of pricing. You're gonna hear different schools like you have to go and look at what's on the market. What I'm asking you here is not about the market, is what are you ready to receive for this? You're coming to my kitchen, you give me an audit and a prescription. We're not even talking about doing the grocery shopping here. We have an audit, so I'm going to learn so much about my kitchen. In the kitchen with Brenda, says Norche. Yes, I love Norche is like full on. I love it.
I know. I just can't. I can't. I don't even. I just can't discuss it right here like this. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Don't be sorry. It's so whatever. Like when I'm gonna recommend to you, there will be a price, right? You don't do that for free. It's how you're gonna.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
No. I'm very
So
good at what I do.
yeah. And so whatever give like it's you don't have to know right now, but you'll see it will come up during the day, tomorrow. So this is where, in the work I do, um, we take a lot of time to bring safety in our body, because the one thing triggering in business, especially when you're new at business, is to put a price. The girl who's talking to you couldn't say a price either before. She was bartering apples against services, okay, because she couldn't put a price. So I know exactly where you are, Brenda.
Mhm.
So number one, you're gonna not judge this,
No, not
right?
at all. Yeah.
It's number one, it's not about the price. It's feeling safe and around the fact that you're a badass at what you do, and you are excited about opening that business. You are excited about your mission. You already see the impact of everything you do in your work as you are building that business, and the price gonna come, right? So your mission for today is to take slow walks if you can, and be open and willing to receive that number, okay? Without calculating anything. Does it mean it's going to be the number that you're going to keep in your business forever? No, because it's going to go up and up and up, because you're going to craft your offer. The more clients you're going to have, you're going to probably tweak your offer. We learn as we serve our services. When you deliver your services, then you kind of tweak your offers. But because you're at the start, you need to start somewhere. So let's say you have an audit called In the Kitchen with Brenda, according to Norche.
Right.
And then so you're gonna book your first client, and you're gonna go and do an audit, and you're gonna have fun, and they're gonna love it. And then so the next level for them is, okay, so now they know what's going on in the kitchen. You're gonna offer for them maybe a 4 week or 6 weeks grocery shopping. Like you're gonna do, like you said, the other part of your service is like, okay, you want to put that in place in your life through your kitchen. I can help you for 1 month, 2 months, whatever, to do your grocery. So that's another, this kind of next level of your service, right? It always start with an audit, right? And then after that, you give them the prescription. So that's the time of your audit. Then you're probably gonna go home and do a little kind of recap of everything, and then top three recommendation based on their objectives, right? And then you're gonna offer them a way to implement this with you or without you. Like if they want with you, Great. If they want to do it on their own, it's okay too. Like, so what would that look like? Once I have my audit, have the requirements, what would you offer me if I want to take your help so that I implement the plan?
I guess just I am thinking as I go here, but like an eating plan, a loose eating plan though. So not meal prepping per se, because that doesn't leave room for a lot of creativity and filling in the blanks. And that's what I'm trying to avoid with people. I like reverse meal planning, where we're taking what you have and using it up, taking what's on sale and using it up, taking what's going to go bad and using it up. So you tell me what you like to eat, and I will tell you um, some of the easiest ways to make it, to just really simplify the process of feeding yourself.
And
So,
so, sorry.
yeah, no, just so that you're not just grabbing things because you're hungry.
So in that phase here, do you do the grocery shopping for me?
Yes.
Okay. So it's meal prep slash grocery shopping. Not prep, meal planning,
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, meal
Yeah.
planning and grocery shopping. Okay. So how does that work? So remember that was yesterday, you came to my kitchen. We did the audit, we had fun, and you went home, you gave me a little kind of your top three recommendation based on my objectives. What do we do next if I want to continue? And what does that look like?
Well, we'll figure out what needs to be used up within the next week. What's in your fridge and what needs to be used up right now, and we'll figure out together how you're going to eat it for the week and what you're going to make. So we'll look for recipes to
So you're
use as
gonna send
well.
them to me via email? How does that work?
Honestly, I just wanted to grocery shop when this started, so
Oh, then don't do what you don't want. That's why I'm asking all those questions, because
yeah,
you want to be doing the thing that you want to be doing, not you don't want your business to become the heavy things that don't feel good. So maybe there is no meal prep. Maybe it's like, okay, you have your audit, you know, you have your audit, my recommendations, and then in the next 3 weeks, I can do the grocery shopping for you based on everything we have on on the audit.
I think that's why I'm having a hard time here, because I have a lot of great ideas, but I'm stuck in the process of trying to figure out these nitty gritty details and getting input from lots of different people, and it's so overwhelming that I'm not starting, and I need to work.
Yeah, I love this because you realize that, yeah, it's great to have other people's advice and everything, but at the end of the day, what are you inside of you feeling that you want to do?
Yeah, I
And
have to listen to my intuition here, and
the first thing you said
yeah,
to me is the audit.
yeah.
So what about we start there? And then I promise you the next level of your service, which is something around the grocery shopping and maybe do some tours like Norchi said, right? You got to start somewhere where it feels right. And directly you went there. I'll come to your place, we'll do an audit, I'll give you some recommendation. That's it. And then what's happening here is that you need to show proof to your mind that it's safe to start your business, right? And I promise you, Brenda, the first service, like the first audit that you're gonna do, is gonna change the game because it's gonna bring safety. You're gonna be like, I've done it. I can do more audits. And then you're gonna learn so much about your clients. You're like, oh my God. And that's where we need to be open when we start a business. I thought they needed this, but in fact they need this. because you're going to discover, right?
Yeah.
So I would say start your audit. Let's get someone to audit this week. It's Wednesday.
Okay. Thank you. Because I was so uncomfortable because I know you're trying to help me and we're getting so detailed and into it, but I'm like, but this is where I've been for so long and I just need to start.
Yes.
You know? So trying to figure it all out is making me not start.
Yeah. And
So
yeah, I love it.
right?
You don't
Yeah.
need to know the full how.
I have a client lined up.
So let's go.
Let's do it. Yep.
Let's do it.
She turns
And
85 today and she needs help in her kitchen. It's her birthday. And I'm gonna like my present to her is gonna be a senior's discount for my first audit. Because she's
whatever it takes to show proof to yourself that you can do this.
I think that should be a like a birthday present to her and like a really big belated birthday present to me. My first client. Yep. She
So,
lives on the next floor.
okay, so let's go there. And
Okay.
then when it comes to your price, let, like, if you can do more breathing, more walks, and then let it come in into you. Like, it. It's just your mind is doing everything right now. Like, nope, you're not gonna take money from people. Nope, no, 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 no. So,
I'm
all the things that you're gonna relearn about,
yeah.
the price has nothing to do with you. The price is the deliver of the value of the amazing service. And that experience you're gonna have with that client will help you feel that big time.
And I mean it's I know it's not rocket science, like, because when I really kind of do take a deep breath and look at it, I simply say, what is my time worth? Like, if I were going to put an hourly rate on my time, and how long is it going to take me to do this? So just to really simplify it. And the thing is with me, um you're going to be getting a lot more thoroughness and attention to detail and quality than you are with somebody that you never make personal contact with on an app, um, fulfilling your grocery list and not maybe necessarily knowing how to properly substitute something when it's not there. I have chef training. If you want a certain kind of potato for a certain kind of cooking, I'm going to find you that potato, or we're going to figure out a plan B. You're not going to
Yes.
be like, oh my God, I've got 10 pounds of potatoes that I wasted money on that I can't even use now. Like, this is going to be very good value and very good quality for what you're getting. And so I'm going to charge accordingly.
Yeah, and your audit, remember, it's something that gonna last. So an audit is like it's a package. You're gonna go to people, like, you can count the hours, but just because, so like, you don't know yet how many hours altogether the process gonna take you. So that's very important to take notes of everything. And maybe at first you want to go by the hour, but at some point it's not about the hours, it's about the value you bring. It's a package. So maybe
Absolutely.
it's whatever the price you want to pay is about the package, no matter the number of hours, although you need to know how many hours an audit takes you, right? So that you can plan more audits and have room for them.
Well, and I'm not going to get hung up on time,
No,
because
not
what
at
I
all.
can do in a half hour with you is going to be very different than what somebody else could do in a half hour with you. So again, I mean, I'm a very detail oriented person. I'm incredibly thorough. I'm not super fast. We're not going to whip through it. We're going to take our time and we're going to do it like one and done, instead of like half-assing it and then going back and having to revisit it 10 times. Like, that's not my style. So I'm going to work in a way that I feel comfortable with. And if that works for you, then we can work together.
Yeah. Okay. So the first client is this week, Brenda. We're I'm so happy for you. I want to share more of Norche says, I feel you, Brenda. It's scary to name a price. Practice in your mind. You got this. Yes,
Thank
yes,
you.
you got this. Totally. Small steps. Go with your intuition.
I always do.
Yeah, go Brenda. This is awesome for the client. And then there's another one that we missed here. Perhaps you can host an event when you take people through the supermarket, explain what to look for, shop for one meal, and get them a recipe for the groceries. That could be down like down the road if you want to bring more awareness. You could have those, monthly get to the grocery store with Brenda conversion events where people have an experience with you and then now they're like, yeah, please come and do an audit in my kitchen. And then you sell more audits.
Yeah, I don't even think that you can get a store tour with a dietitian anymore. I'm not even sure that that service is even um, offered in the big grocery change like it used to be. The same
Yeah,
way that when the pandemic started, the cooking schools closed, and now we
yeah.
can't even go for a class. So um, people are definitely missing these things and um, wanting some help, and I people want to share food. I'm a widow, and I'm going to, I think, naturally resonate with people that are trying to figure out how to cook for themselves for whatever reason.
Yeah.
I'm not the person that's had to feed a big family in 30 minutes on their way to like soccer practice and violin and whatever. Like, that's fine, but I'm not sure how much I can help you there, because that's never been my reality. So, I'm trying to figure out how to get pleasure out of food again when for years it was shared with my husband, and now it's just me.
Yeah.
So, I think there's a lot of people in similar situations, for whatever reason, that just don't have the heart to cook for themselves. And, we deserve it.
I love it. So you see that this is a beautiful another way. Maybe that's one of your markets as well, right?
And I mean, I'm learning how to cook for myself now differently than I did 30 years ago when I first moved out on my own and had my own kitchen. Then I was very excited about it, and I couldn't wait. I was so happy to not have roommates and have to share my kitchen and share the fridge space, and it was like, let me at it. And now it's like, ugh,
So here's what I want you to do, Brenda.
okay.
I want you to take your little notebook and I want you to open a page, blank page. And then we're gonna have at the top, it's gonna say uh, clients for my audit.
Mhm.
And then I want you, like, just when you're off with me in a few minutes, jot down all the names that comes to your mind. Don't don't even let your mind say, oh, not this one. No, they cannot pay. Oh, no, 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 they don't want to hear from me. Or no, put all the names that comes, right, as potential clients. Either because you know they're solo at the table for whatever reason, they're widow, or maybe they're divorced, whatever. Like people, all the solo people that you know right now that could potentially benefit from some help from you, or whoever comes in your mind, just
Mhm.
put everybody on the list, okay?
Okay.
And then I want you to reach out to them and share with them your project.
Okay.
Have a conversation because you're doing that project. You are reaching out to people and ask them how do they navigate the kitchen lately, like in terms of, what are the challenges, or are they eating what they really want to be eating? How, and then just have conversation. And you can be very transparent. Listen, I'm going to do kitchen audits to help people manage, their food and ingredients and everything, and also help them to feed themselves to their grocery shopping. But I'm here for like market research. I want to have a conversation with you. I just want to check that you know, I'm not the only one in that situation, and I know I am not, but I want to hear your situation and then learn from them. And then, if you want to discuss about your audit with them because you feel it's a great match, you could say, I'm doing a bunch of audits this summer. It's the start of my new life. I would love to have you to help you, and then book a day.
Yeah, I know people. I know people already.
So can you send me a screen capture when that page is done on the notebook and the list? I don't need to read the name, like take it from far away. I just want you to give me and help you be accountable,
Yep.
because your mind might come and say, I have other things to do than listing my future clients. Okay. But in fact, we're you honest clients, right? So are we good? How does that feel?
That feels good. That feels good. And I can totally do that. See, these things are well within my reach right now. And again, I'm trying to be mindful of my comfort zone and like stretching it, but not like, completely blowing it apart so that I can keep going.
Remember your mission.
Absolutely.
Your mission is bigger than your fears.
People
And
people need help, and I
yes,
I have expertise to share.
yes. And so the funny story that we didn't share, Brenda, is that you and I, we share a past without knowing that we were sharing this. But you were in Ontario, right?
Yeah,
At the PC cooking school
yeah, in Toronto.
in Toronto, and here in Fredericton for years, I was teaching classes as well at the superstore. And you and I, we didn't know that until we met.
I
And
know.
it was fascinating, those people we would meet in those classes, because there were people probably who would need an audit and would be more than happy to pay you to get an audit in their kitchen. They were people eager to learn cool recipes, but also how to use a basic ingredient in a very sexy way and different ways and repurpose it. I don't know. That's what I remember from it, like how people could get excited about an asparagus and the different ways to eat an asparagus and demonstrating it and showcasing it. And that was so fun.
Yeah, and not just, here's a recipe to add to your, repertoire, yes, but, if we're making a soup or, like, some meat with a pan sauce and some roasted vegetables or something, I want to teach people the process. Of how to get from A to B, but not be married to a recipe, so that they can use whatever they feel like, whatever they have. But if they feel like a soup, let's say, they'll know how to make one. They'll know the process as opposed to the recipe.
Yeah.
This probably
So
makes like huge sense to you. You're from France. I mean, this is where it all started.
So maybe your audit, you're gonna do basic audits for first, but maybe one of your offer would be audit with 3 sessions with Brenda in the kitchen,
Hmm.
where you don't commit to come every week for 6 months, but you give them a chance to have, and then you price that offer accordingly, right? Right. So you would maybe spend twice, maybe two meetings with them in their kitchen for maybe something, a demonstration like this, where you do the actual cooking with them just for the context of that package, you know.
Yeah,
And
absolutely. Yeah, it's
an
become
idea. This is
more.
another
It's
kind of,
it.
it's all about offering offers, how to package offers so that you can price for more, right? That's just an idea.
Yeah, and I've been watching people and researching this, and yeah, I mean, different types of offers, different price points. I don't want to be, inaccessible to, somebody if they need me. So I want to be able to figure out ways to do this differently, like different ways, like maybe some group things, some online things down the road. I mean, the
Yeah.
possibilities are literally endless.
Yes. So start with your decision of today. Book
Yeah.
your client. That's
Yeah.
where it starts. Okay.
It's
Okay.
straight. Robert, it's easy. It's halfway done, and I'm going to create a list and send you a list. And I hope this hasn't been too painful for you. It's been
Okay.
fun.
Can we backward this?
Yes.
Okay. I'm the one inviting you here, so it's not painful. This is what I do for a living. Okay. This is what I do for a living. So congratulations for being brave and doing that publicly. This is a demonstration of courage. Ask for the help you need, ladies, whether it's in your marketing, in your visibility, or other things. But Brenda, you did it. And look at what happened. You
Thank you.
showed up, you went visible, and now you have a plan.
I
And
spent
it's not like a 10 years plan, big thing. It's like today, book the client, do the list. Because there is no such thing that action. Once you're clear on your vision and how it aligns, how it feels, you do actions. And then this is how you're going to learn about, do I really want to do that service after 10 audits? Maybe you're going to be like, oh my God, this is my life. Or maybe it's like, okay, audits are good, but I want to do it that way now. Right? It's being open. So I want to congratulate you for saying yes to yourself today and showing up with us. And you know what, Brenda? It's going to serve a lot of people who are watching now. Hello, by the way. I'm so happy you are here, all of you. It means the moon to me and to Brenda, and it's going to inspire other women today to grab the phone or the email or the DM and reach out to that client they see and they know they can help. And then
thank
if it's no, it doesn't mean anything about you. The person is not ready. That's it. But you cannot keep for yourself the good damn thing that you know how to do, right?
No, and you really touched on, a deeper thing here, which is really important. And these are the kinds of things that it's not just about food, it's not just about business, it's not just about money. It's about I spent my whole life unable and unwilling to be able to ask for help. And that's a very new thing for me at like 50. And I'm a little bit over now, but I'm at like mid-century mark. I'm finally learning to reach out and ask for help, and it's life changing. And I see my friends and people that I know who are still stuck, unable to do that. And if this can help, like, anybody feel a little bit more comfortable with that, it's changed my life for the better. And I'm so happy to be here. It's a really good place, and it just keeps getting better.
So this is beautiful. Thank you it's a beautiful note to wrap up our conversation. And if anybody needs an audit of their kitchen, you know who to reach out to. Brenda, just DM her, and then work it out.
Yeah, we'll work it out together. Thanks, Angelique.
Okay,
And
have a great day.
our guest. You as well. Bye for now.
Okay, ciao. Bye-bye.